Hey guys, this is Goku, and today we're gonna be talking about a hand that happened on 888 Poker in an MTT tournament. In a quite late stage of the tournament, we are already in the money. The blinds are 5k, 10k, and our hero sits on a comfortable stack of 48 big blinds and is sitting on the button. So let's see what happens here. So we've got an early open to 2 big blinds from another villain holding a comfortable 52 big blind stack. There's just one more person that's got 58 big blinds, and then the rest are either shorties, 10, 14, 99.5, and there's two slightly bigger 18 and 24 big blind stacks. So Under the Gun opens to 2 big blinds. We don't know anything about this player. He just came to this table 4 hands ago, and he opens it up. The action is everyone falls to around to us on the button, and I think we've got certainly 2 options. We can call or we can 3-bet. Given that we really know nothing about this player and we don't know if he is likely to fold to a button 3-bet, I would lean in towards just calling and seeing a flop. Sure, we offer a pretty juicy odds for the small blind and big blind to shove it all in, but unless he calls, then we are happy to call off their shoves with pocket fives. So let's see what happens. Our hero calls, and the blinds actually fold. So we see a flop of Jack Queen 5 rainbow, which is an amazing flop for pocket fives. Let's see what the villain does, and the villain actually decides not to continue, so he just checks to us. And what do we do in this spot? Well, I don't think we should ever check this behind, because the board is very I mean, it's similar. It's not too dry. It lacks a flush draw, but there are many straight draws possible from the under the gun raise, from the under the gun open, because he certainly got hands like King 10, Ace 10, Ace King, and 10-9, for example, and other types of hands like this. So his check probably suggests that he's weak, but nevertheless we have to bet here, and I would actually like to see a quite bigger sizing. I would like to see like a 45k bet. We can also bet small, like a third of the pot, sure, like 18k, just like a feeler bet. But given that the board is so straightforward, I think, yeah, there's certainly merits for both for a bigger bet and a smaller sizing. Actually, his check probably suggests that he's got like a pair that are like a jack that he's just willing to call 1-bet and then give up. So maybe it's better to bet on the bigger side. I don't know. Let's see what the hero does. Okay, and the hero actually bets on the slightly bigger size than half of the half pot. He bets like 70% or something. And I like that. This is how I would play this hand. Let's see what the villain does. Okay, the villain calls. The pot is 156. And we see a 10 on the turn. So a really interesting card because Ace King just got there. And for sure it's a hand that he would open from under the gun and perhaps call the bet on the flop, but is he really calling Ace King here often? I don't think so. But if he's got an under pair, then this 10 just brought him another over card. So let's see what he does. He checks. So I would probably like to just check behind here and maybe give him an opportunity to bluff on the river, or try and bet really small on the river to get some value. I don't think we really need we really want to bet here. I mean, we could of course bet like a third of the pot, but if we bet here a third and he's got the under pair, or like a ace jack type of hand, or maybe king 10, he's probably not calling another bet. So it seems to me like a checking it behind here is a better opportunity, is a better strategy for him to let him bluff at the spot. And yeah, we check here. A 6 falls on the river, so a card that doesn't really bring anything to this board. And the villain actually bets out a third of the pot, which is nice. This is what we wanted him to do, for sure. We wanted to give him an opportunity to bluff at the pot. But, you know, given that we have a set and we are high up our range, we should at least try to extract some more value. So I think we can play it in a couple different ways. I think a good way would be just shoving, you know, taking a long time and then just shoving, because this might actually push him to do some crazy hero calls with like king 10 types of hands or something like that. Another option would be just min raising. I think sometimes a min raise in this spot looks really suspicious, and yeah, might just force him to try and call off with pocket eights or this type of hand. But let's see what our hero does. Okay, and our hero actually bets min raises, yeah. Yeah, I think either this or betting all in is the best option. I would actually lean in more towards min raising, because that gives us the best chance to get some more money off him. And let's see what the villain does. And yeah, this is the reason I chose this hand, is because the villain actually moves all in here. So he makes it really interesting doing that, because what does he move all in here with? Well, an obvious value hand is ace king, and he can sometimes play ace king this way, you know. He check called the flop, he checked the turn, you know, wanting us to bet, and then he bets a third of the pot on the river trying to extract some value. But I think if he actually had ace king, he would probably bet on the bigger side, at least like half pot. But nevertheless, ace king is truly in his range. What other hands could he be betting it for value? Well, pocket tens is an obvious example. Maybe pocket sixes even. It's possible. You know, a hand like 9-8 is the same story as Ace King. Really, he check all the flop, trying to hit one outer, four outer. I mean, and he got there. But still, with the straight, I think he would be betting on the bigger side, not just a third of the pot. But yeah, it's hard. In other hands, well, he could still be bluffing here with a hand like King Queen or Jack 10. I mean, Jack 10, he might be thinking that he's actually value betting because yeah, that's two pair, and he might be thinking Jack 10 is good enough here to take it down. And having Jack 10, it's much more likely that he bets just a third of the pot because he knows we cannot have a lot here because he's blocking, two of the three high cards. So that would be more likely. But yeah, we beat Jack 10, so that's no problem. Other hands, he could be bluffing here with. I really don't know. Maybe a hand like Ace 5 with a heart or with a diamond that he thought that he would just float the flop, maybe trying to catch a flush draw on the turn. He didn't, and then he bet a third of the pot, saw my min raise and decided to just go crazy with it. Yeah, but given all that, I think with pocket fives we've got a call. I mean, we are too high up our range to fold it. It's just an easy call, I think. I don't think we can really fold a hand as strong as pocket fives here. Because yeah, given how the hand played out, sure he will have Ace King here some of the time, but I don't think it's very likely that he will have this here. Yeah, I don't think he's playing it this way with like a set of queens or set of jacks. It's very unlikely. Pocket aces, pocket kings, yeah, that could be well within his range here. But let's see what the hero does. Okay, the hero calls, and the villain actually shows king queen. So I would say a very well played king queen from his side. The all-in on the river is very good play. We are maybe not very deep into the tournament, but it's for sure in the money already, and the spot is 100 big blinds, so he takes a really good calculated risk, putting it in here with king queen, because yeah, he's got the king, so he can represent the straight credibly. He's blocking me from having straights, and yeah, very well played hand. The hero had somewhat of a hard decision, and it's always nice to put your opponents on tough decisions. Yeah, so that will be all for this hand. I've got one nice announcement to make. I've just finished working on the Pod Limit Omaha course. This will be a course called PLO for beginners. I tried my best to create something really simple, but at the same time something that lets you just understand the basics of PLO and be able to beat recreational players easily, right? So something that I had in mind when I was creating the From Hero to Zero poker course for Hold'em. The same idea I took to create this PLO course. This is ideal for beginners and perhaps somebody who's playing Hold'em but wants to try out playing Omaha. The lessons I included there, they will help you learn the fundamentals, the most important concepts of the game. If you play like that, if you use those concepts in your game, you will be able to beat recreational players easily. It will be a walk in the park, and this will be a great start for you if you want to get more serious in PLO, because that will also allow you to win at micro stakes online in the PLO games. So that's how you'll be able to get some more practice in, and then transition into maybe playing bigger stakes, of course, gradually. Yeah. So from that course you can expect to learn the fundamentals, the most basic principles, which will allow you to beat recreational players and just micro stakes players online. Yeah, I'm really proud of that course. I put a lot of time into that, and it's much better production quality than my Hold'em course. But check it out. By all means, I will put some nice discount to people watching from my YouTube channel. So you can expect to I think I'll put like 21st people who buy this course will get 50% off. So by all means, check it out and let me know what you think. I'll be super happy to read your comments and your feedback on that. And yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.